Welcome back, YouTube, to another episode of My Speaking Podcast. I'm your host, Dark Side of Daryl, Darth Vader Daryl, YR again, Get Out My Face, get all the other good stuff, man. Santee, South Carolina, finest, Orangeburg County on. Who we got else on the stage, man? Go ahead, man. Introduce yourself, boy. Come on, man.
Hey
Come on, man.
man,
Let's go, man. Type it up, man.
hey man, just Mike, man. Reese's Pieces, aka Choke Yourself, man. What's good?
Hey, man. Call him also, we call him Smooth Criminal. We call him
Smooth
Ball
criminal.
Slick.
I ain't
We
Michael
also call
Jackson.
him.
I ain't my. Hey
we
man.
also, hey,
Hey,
man.
hold
We
on, hold
also
on,
call
hold on,
him.
hold on.
Hey,
How I
hey, we
become a
also call
smooth
him. Hey,
criminal?
I know I'm gonna call you now, man. We're gonna call you Guru, man. Gangster, man. Bald head slick, man.
Hey,
Hey,
that was a goat now,
gangster,
but
bald head
Guru,
slick. Yeah, Guru.
Gangstar,
That's a good one.
okay.
That's a good one. Yeah, Guru, bald head slick, man. hey, we may not always be right. We may not always be wrong.
But you always get our mouths opinion what we're speaking on.
Hey, with that being said, man, we're going to get into this NFL free agency. I'm going to go ahead and let my homeboy go ahead and start it off, man. Go ahead, man. What you think about the free agency so far, man? What you like about it so far, Mike?
A lot of movement, man. I mean, I can talk
Yeah.
about the team that we reside in, Charlotte, North Carolina, but I'm
Okay.
gonna talk about the other teams out here. Like I say, if I had to pinpoint a team that I really like what they're doing is Chicago Bears. I really like what they're doing because, Ben Johnson, when he took over, he see how Caleb Williams was getting drugged. So
Yeah.
he said himself he was taking the same approach the Panthers did with Bryce Young the second season.
Mm-hmm.
They putting a lot of resources into the offensive line. So, you know, like I said, and it's a carbon copy league, like anybody else say. But if you don't
Yeah.
give your offense, your quarterback a chance to stand up, I don't care who your quarterback is. So
Yep.
I think they know they got a talent in him, but you got to keep him up
Mm-hmm.
right. So
Yeah.
they have traded. They traded for offensive lineman from Texas. No. I'm sorry,
Let me
not
see.
Texas. They traded from Kansas City. I think they got an offensive lineman from Kansas City. Then they got offensive lineman, I think, from the Rams. If I'm not mistaken, they done picked up 3 offensive linemen to help solidify.
Okay.
Oh, they picked up the number 2 center that was on the free agent from Atlanta to. He went from Atlanta to Chicago. That's going to hurt Atlanta. He was the number. He said they ranked him the second best center in the I guess free agent
Grady Jarrett.
overall.
No, Grady Jarrett. That's who they picked up from
No, no, no,
Atlanta.
no, no. They picked up the center. They picked up Grady Jarrett too. But they
Oh,
picked up
okay.
the
Yeah,
center.
yeah. Hold on. That was the defensive tackle from
Yeah,
Atlanta.
they
Hold
picked
on.
up Grady Jarrett, but I'm talking about on the offense. They solidified the offensive line. Then they went out and got Grady Jarrett 3-year deal. He had just got cut that money from Atlanta, and he got signed that afternoon.
Drew Dahlman. That's who they
Yeah,
got.
that's
The
it. So
center
I
from
couldn't think of
Drew
his name.
Dahlman.
Yeah, so they
Yeah.
picked him up. But like I say, I like what they're doing so far. They haven't made any splashes besides Garrett, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
I mean, when I say outside of the offensive line and D line, so Chicago pretty much is putting up all their money on the offensive and
They got
defensive line.
they got Deo Oye
He a
Gumbo
DN.
from
He a DN.
from Indianapolis. Yeah.
Yeah. So they putting all their money on the D line and offense because you got to realize they got the weapons on the outside
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
they got a running back. They got to do everything else. But I like what Chicago doing. I like what the Commanders did. They went traded
Yeah.
for Larry Tunsil. They picked up
Yep.
Debo Samuels in the trade.
Yep.
Um, they doing some nice things down there. Like I said, they trying to solidify, make Jaden Daniels, make sure he's staying up. I like what they're
Exactly.
doing.
Yep.
I like the approach they got going on. The New
Yep.
England Patriots had a big splash because they had the most money. So, we're going to get into about what Milt Williams thing because people in Charlotte are upset about that. But, I did some more research today. I called you when it initially happened. I said the
Yeah.
Panthers, and I told you we about 2 or 3 weeks ago on this podcast, we said that me and you want to eat a sweat. We wanted Milt Williams. We said that we wanted
Yeah.
the Panthers to go for 1 or 2.
Mm-hmm.
They said day one the Panthers were looking at getting Milt Williams. Well,
Yeah.
they sent the offer in 3 years, $60 million. He was gonna get $20 million a
Mm-hmm.
year. But
Mm-hmm.
Clutch, and he's up under Clutch, which is Rich Paul and them. So
Yep.
basically, what happened was they took the information the Panthers gave them, which is kind of smart on their part. They said,
Yeah.
"Hey, the
You're
Panthers
gonna
gonna give
shop
us $20
around.
million. To anybody else out there want to give us more?" It became a
Mm-hmm.
bidding war with
Mm-hmm.
Arizona, Minnesota, and then they said it was a third team involved. They never said a team.
Mm-hmm.
Come to find out, it was New England. New England got the most
Mm-hmm.
money. New England say, "Hey, we'll give you 4 years, $104 million and
Yeah.
$26 million a year." He
Yeah.
took it. So people in Charlotte upset saying Dan Morgan didn't close it. But you got to understand, this is how agency works. He
This how
picked
it
up
works.
he picked up $6 more million a year average.
Mm-hmm.
So you cannot be, and he picked up a whole nother year. Panthers only
He
gave
got
him
a
a
whole
3 year
nother year,
deal.
yeah.
So you
Yeah, he
can't
got
be
a whole
mad
nother
at
year.
that. He got 4 years. I mean, would I want Milton Williams in? Yeah, but I
Cause,
mean, it
cause
didn't
he was
pan
gonna
out
get
that way.
you said Panther was gonna get him 3 years, 60 million, right?
Yeah, we're gonna give him
So he
360.
got an extra 40 million. He got an extra
Yeah,
40 million.
yeah. But see,
You can't tell
like
that
I
now.
say, and then New England signed Carlton Davis to a 3 year deal. They signed Landry that was cut from Tennessee to a 3 or 4 year
Yeah.
deal. Then
Yep.
they picked up a linebacker, I think, from the Raiders, if I'm not mistaken. They picked up an
Robert
offensive lineman.
Spillane. Robert
Yep,
Spillane. That's who they
they
picked for the
picked up an
Raiders.
offensive lineman. I think Moses. Moses might have went there, if I'm not mistaken.
Let me see who else they got. They picked up Morgan Moses, yeah, right
Yeah,
tackle. Yeah.
yeah. So they had the most money. So basically, what they did is you can go out there and say, I'm outbid everybody now. Then you got people coming back, just like anything in sports. People saying, well, is Milton Williams worth the $26 million? He only played, he was a rotational piece. So, but you can splurge when you got that kind of money. Now,
Yeah.
for the Panthers, then they had to go back to plan B, which I think
Yeah.
Dan Morgan had a hell of a plan B. If I can't get Milt Williams, I'm gonna go get the guy from Tank, or Turk. I think his name Turk Wharton from Kansas City. He went and picked him up. He had 7.5 or 8
Tashawn, yeah,
sacks.
Tashawn Ward, yeah.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
he had 7.5 or 8 sacks. Was playing beside Chris Jones. Then you go out
Jones,
there.
yeah.
Then you go to the Rams to go get their guy Bobby Brown the third. He's
Mm-hmm.
a run stopper. And
Bobby
then you went and
Brown?
picked up a DN from Minnesota. So basically, go ahead, man. So the Panthers, and to make you laugh really more, now the Panthers on their team have a Bobby Brown the third. They got a Mike Jackson. I said, man, they getting more people on their team. They gonna have a
They
whole
do.
group.
They have a
But I
dang
mean,
Motown reunion, man.
yeah.
Motown
So
reunion.
I mean, basically, the Panthers, they didn't have what you call big name people besides the safety they got from
You don't really need no big name. You don't really need no big name people anyway. You just need people that can play. You know what I'm
Yeah, I
saying?
mean, Dan Morgan is no dummy. He played in the NFL. He
He knows
saw
what
his
it takes.
he saw
Yeah.
his first year as a general manager. He solidified the offensive line. He
Yep.
got Bryce Young to stand right. Now he came back the second season. Guess what? I got to get this defense
Defense.
right. This defense got to get
Yeah.
right. So he went out and
Gotta
got
get right.
3 guys on the D end. He got 3. He got 2 defense tackles. He got a D end. He picked up a safety. He re-signed J.C. Horn and he re-signed Mike Jackson. So now you
Yep.
look at the Panthers. You like they're not stout. Don't give me out anything, but they look way better on paper
They're
than they did
solid.
last year.
Yeah, they're definitely solid. They're definitely more solid on the defense. That means they ain't got to really go out there and only thing they got to do at the draft is just pick the best player on the board. You know what I'm saying? If it going on the defensive side, get the best defensive player on the board, and
And that's the crazy part about it. Picking number 8 now. They done grabbed 2 D tackles, a D end. I'm hearing on the radio today. I'm listening to all of sports radio. They really want Mason Graham from Michigan. But
yeah,
if he's gone, which I think he's going to be gone before 8, then you got to go to that receiver. Well, all they wanted to grab that receiver out of Arizona, number 1 receiver in the draft.
yeah.
Me personally, I'm not saying the kid can't play. If you do any history with the Panthers and their receivers, we don't never do right.
Before Dan Morgan, though, that was before Dan Morgan.
There, I don't give a damn if Dan Morgan
I
or Randy
understand. I
Morgan.
understand. I
I don't give a
understand.
damn if it's AJ Morgan. It doesn't matter. Tracy Morgan. It doesn't matter.
It, that was before Dan Morgan. It seemed like Dan. I know he probably know who to talk to. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, get me to the right. Hey, how is this guy really off the field? How is he mental? You know what I'm saying? So he gonna do his due diligence as far as you know what I'm saying, picking the
But
right player for the team.
I understand what you're saying. But
Yeah.
taking Xavier Leggett last year is making me weary. The year before
Not
that,
really. I think again he might. You know how players do it, just like you gotta give. Okay, the first year they knew that. Okay. They going up through the highs and lows of the NFL. They're trying to see how everything is. They're trying to figure everything out. Okay, now they go in the second year. They kind of already know what they got to do. Okay, I know I got to come into training camp. This ready. I know I got to do this. I know when this time come, I got to do that. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got to be trying to figure out what to do or asking questions. You know, from the veterans. Hey, what do I need to do next? They kind of like already kind of like got a sense of, okay, I done got it. I done got out of the bird nest. I know I done hatched from the egg. I done got on top of the bird nest. Now I need to gain my feathers so I can go ahead and start flying. You know what I'm saying? So I
It's not that I
he
don't like the
might be all
kid.
right the second year.
It's
He
not
might
that
be
I
all
don't
right
like.
next.
It's not that I don't like Xavier Leggett. It's not
Yeah,
at
I know.
all. It's just that I have a problem, and it gets me scared when I see a receiver catches with his body instead of his hands.
Yeah, a lot of them catch at the
He's a
body.
body catcher, and I don't like that.
We'll
I don't
see.
like
Like I
that at
said,
all.
we'll see if he working with Steve Smith. If you know if you work or whoever he might work with, say, hey man, work with your hands, work with your hands, work with your hands. Hopefully he been doing that during the off season. You know what I'm saying? So who knows? But I think he probably gonna be okay in the next this upcoming season. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully he ain't been out there catching too many coons and he ain't been out there catching too many coons and all this other stuff, man. He might be all right, man. You know. Hey, you know what? That might be a good thing,
That's
man.
the
'Cause
problem.
you can catch coons. You can catch coons with your hands if you want to. You know what I'm saying?
Every time I see him on internet now, he with that damn horse. He talking about some damn coons. Damn the horse and damn them coons. I need you to be out there working on your hands. I need you to be out there picking like you picking cotton. You need to be out there working with your hands. I don't, and like I say,
And he might be.
I understand that he is a social media phenomenon, which
Yeah.
everybody, the way he talk, I get that. But
Mm-hmm.
I just want for the Panthers to take the next step. You got Jalen Coke on one side, you got Adam Thielen back, and you got Xavier Leggett. Now,
Mm-hmm.
are you willing to take a risk? This is my whole theory about this. Are you willing to take a risk of this kid in Arizona? He's 6'5". He is not. He's explosive, but they want another weapon. I get it, but it makes me cringe. It makes me cringe to my soul because it's so many other things we can do with that number 8 pick. If you miss on this guy, he's not what they say he is. But now, from all accounts, he is the number
Yeah.
one receiver by far.
Yeah, he's a beast, man. I watch him play now. He that dude, man. He
And I
that
seen him
dude.
play too. I seen him play, but like I say,
Yeah.
and it's not so. And I'm not taking that from the kid. Like I said, I'm not taking it from him. It's just with this organization, we had I can go down a laundry list. Dwayne Jarrett,
I understand. I
Dwayne
understand.
Jarrett. No, you don't listen. Kelvin Benjamin,
I understand, man.
bunches. Uh, I can keep going on and on, man. What's the kid from Mississippi took a couple years ago, and they traded him to the Cowboys last year.
Oh, you talking about
What's his name?
uh the one that what name? Not the rookie that couldn't catch nothing last year, right? Not that one of the year.
There was his second year, and they traded him, and I was in the middle of the season. They traded
Yeah,
him.
middle of the season. I can't think of his name on top of my head right now.
Yeah, they got him in the second round. The Panthers
Yeah.
used picks on the second, and see, this is what I'm talking. The reason I'm saying that, I'm saying all that to say this. Look at Philadelphia. You keep going back to this. They don't in the last 4 or 5 years, they've hit on pretty much their first, second, and third round pick, fourth round pick. They done hit on.
Uh-huh.
This is how you build your
They,
team to be good. The Panthers
hold
got a
on, man.
bad habit of grabbing receivers every year in the first or second round, and they don't pan out to be nothing.
Because maybe they didn't do it. And like how I always say, you got to think about who they had in their organization, who they had doing their scouting and stuff. This scout team sucked. Probably before Dan Morgan got here. Now he probably changed. He probably changed the whole scout team. Say, hey man, I need y'all to go. I need y'all to do y'all job, man. You know what I'm saying? Do what y'all need to do. I don't know why y'all picking these players. You know
So
what I'm saying? But
The Panthers last year we picked up Xavier Leggett in the first round.
yeah,
The second round we
Brooks,
picked up
Brooks. You
Brooks.
got Brooks from Texas.
Yep, and he tore his ACL. But like I say, they
Yeah.
got Tavion Wallace. Some of the players they took last year did
Trevor
play.
Wallace from Kentucky, yeah,
Yeah,
and
they took so
Javion
some of the
Sanders,
players
the
did
tight end.
play. They did play last year. Then we took
Yeah,
Sanders. So do like you say, I'm gonna put the faith, like you said, put the faith in Dan
yeah,
Morgan that he's gonna get the Panthers back to where they need to be. But like I
yeah.
say, I know this
They
afternoon, I know which column had I know your boy had signed D Hop signed today with Baltimore.
Baltimore, yeah, 1 year deal.
Yeah, he signed a
Yep.
1 year $6 million deal. So a lot of these receivers now, Stephon Diggs to the Brandon Cooks to
Mm-hmm.
the Cooper Cups. A lot of these players, Mari Cooper, they got to find teams that's really gonna.
Yep.
They're gonna. When you get to your 31, 32, 33-year range, you're gonna get them 1 year deals. So that's what
Yeah.
everybody's doing right now. So I see he took the 1 year, $6 million deal, which that's a good look for Baltimore because he still got reliable hands. He could be another weapon for
Oh yeah.
Jackson. But I just want to keep watching. And what's going to intrigue me is Pittsburgh made a splash. They traded for DK Metcalf. Turned around and gave him a second round pick
Mm-hmm.
to Seattle, but they gave him $150 million. But Pittsburgh don't have a quarterback. Justin Fields went to the Jets on a 2 year, $40 million
Hey,
deal, which I don't blame him because I don't
hey,
blame him one bit because
yeah. They were talking about that. Stephen A. Smith was talking about that earlier. I think they talking about that it was a messy quarterback situation down there in Pittsburgh. That Mike Tomlin, he kind of like blamed Mike Tomlin for it a little bit. But because
yeah,
Justin Fields, they was winning the game his first five. They won. They won. They were like he won the first. They were like 4-1 his first 5 games. They were winning, and then I guess once thing got
his
back
calf,
healthy,
Russell Wilson calf injury got better. They
yeah,
put Russell Wilson in. But you playing a devil's advocate with that because
yep,
Russell Wilson 37 years old.
yep,
I think Justin Field maybe 23, 24 years old.
yeah,
You
yeah.
gave up on a young dude for an older guy and then they paying out.
Man,
Now,
pan out.
if you sit around, you lost out on Sam Darnold. The only other
Mm-hmm.
three quarterbacks out there for you is trading for Kirk Cousins, or you go
Mm-hmm.
pick up Aaron Rodgers, or you can bring back Russell Wilson.
Russell Wilson,
And
yeah,
they gotta figure out they gotta pivot real quick to figure out what they're
yeah.
gonna
Cause
do.
every quarterback they got is going to be a old wily veteran. So, like I said, with a Russell Wilson, with a Aaron Rodgers,
They
Kirk
can go get
Cousins.
Jameis Winston
Yeah,
because Kobe
yeah,
what's his name, Kobe Brissett, he left today. He
yeah.
signed with Arizona, I think today.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah,
think he
yep.
signed a, I think he signed a 1 year deal with them. So I mean, Pittsburgh is in one of those. This is gonna be the first time in a while they are feeling like they are pressed
They in a
because it's
bad
not that many.
situation.
It's not that many quarterbacks in the draft. I don't
Yeah,
know what they're gonna do. I really don't know what they're gonna do.
yeah. They in a bad situation, man. I don't know what pick they got in the draft. Let me see what pick they got.
20, 20, 21, 20,
Ooh,
21.
ooh, ooh, man.
Some
That ain't
they in
good.
the they in the
That ain't
latter
good.
half. They in the latter half.
That ain't good. They're gonna have to get one of them older quarterbacks.
Well, you
The
can you
whole
can
the
draft
team
you can
got to
draft the kid. You can draft that kid out of Mississippi, the third. They said the third best
Mississippi.
quarterback,
Yeah,
and you can
yeah,
keep
Mississippi.
a quarterback or get an Aaron Rodgers, and he can be a bridge quarterback.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I just now what's the kid for Bo Nix. Now give them a credit. They hit on it. They got a home run with Bo Nix. They
They
got their
got a home
quarterback of
run.
the future. So, but
Mm-hmm.
everybody not like that. So, lucky
Yeah.
enough, the Panthers turned around with Bryce Young. They see they got a quarterback of the future, so they
Mm-hmm.
good. But I just don't know what Pittsburgh's going to do.
Yeah, that like I said, I like that old Miss quarterback. He might be like I said, he's somebody that they can pick and just set him down, and get him
Yeah.
to learn up on the veteran. You know what I'm saying? Let him do like a hen do an egg. You know what I'm saying? Put the egg, let the hen set in the egg and let it warm up and
But I
hatch. You
don't
know what
think
I'm
that I don't
saying?
think that egg gonna be sitting there long. But with whoever quarterback they got, he can't sit there long. He
Hey
got to
man,
hatch real quick.
hey, you can't hatch real quick, man. You got to have the right temperature, man. When you
I
incubate
tell you
them
what,
eggs, man.
if that temperature is gonna be cold as in Pittsburgh, he better hatch real quick. They better put a heat on top of that egg because he gonna have to hatch real quick.
And you
Cause
gotta
I'm
take the
telling
eggs
you,
inside. You gotta take the eggs inside the house, man. Put a light
what's
bulb in there, man.
yeah, there you go, old school. Put 2 or 3 lamps over and put some hay around and let them sit there and get warm.
They keep
Cause
them
I'm
warm,
telling you,
man.
they're in trouble. But
They're definitely
it's
in
something,
trouble.
I know we can talk about football the rest of this podcast, but it's something I want to touch on that everybody talked about. I want to get your
Uh huh.
opinion on it.
Go
I
ahead.
want to get your opinion about LeBron James, uh, so-called walking up on Stephen A. Smith and approaching him. How do you feel
Well,
about that?
I
What
had saw
was it?
something. I saw something too. That thing Ryan Clark said why he didn't did that to what's my man name from That was with Stephen A. Smith. Hey, what's the white guy name?
Who, Skip
Uh,
Bayless?
yeah, Skip Bayless. He was talking about that today why he did it Skip Bayless, but I was like, hey, maybe he ain't seen Skip Bayless on the court. I don't know. I mean, I don't think Skip Bayless we went to none of them games down there in LA, you know what I'm saying, being on the front court, but I'm pretty sure he probably would have said something to him too. But with Stephen A, I mean, he saw him. I guess if Stephen A wasn't there, he probably wouldn't have said nothing to him. But I guess he saw him say, "Hey man, this is my chance to say something to him since he right here." So he just went up the way in the man. Hey man, he walked up to him like a man, said, said what he said, and then that was it. I mean, it wasn't no big thing. Anybody with a child with a kid, that's any parent. He's a parent first. That's why I keep telling people he's a parent first. He's a father first. So he said what he said. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, he probably was telling Stephen A, keep it basketball, man. If you ain't gonna keep it basketball, don't let it get personal. You know what I'm saying?
That's
So,
all he.
but
Let me ask you
what
this:
what one thing what you didn't do when you were saying that you didn't see what Stephen A. Smith said. Did you
Stephen
see
A.
what he
never
said?
said anything. Stephen A. didn't
Yeah,
say
he
nothing.
did. Yeah, he
What did he
did.
say? What did he say?
He said some slick stuff. You have to go back and watch it.
He
And
never opened
and
his mouth.
Stephen A admitted it himself. He said something. He said, "Yeah, I
What did
saw
he
you said it."
say? What did he
I
say?
forgot what he said, but he
He
said
didn't say
he admitted
nothing.
it himself. He did.
Listen,
He admitted it himself.
listen. Let me just tell y'all this right here.
I'm gonna tell you what Stephen A said.
Well, you
I
got to
made my
tell
sister
me.
say
You
that.
said he said something. I want to know what he said. I got to
But
have
Stephen A
receipts.
said he said something.
Well, I'm
You know
gonna
what I'm
just put it
saying?
like this. I'm gonna give you the nuts
What?
and bolts of what's going on.
What going on?
Just like I seen the podcast earlier today. I've been watching for the last couple of days. I'm just trying to get everybody's opinion about this. I seen Swagoo chime in on this. I
What
seen
he say?
Pat Barnes. I
What
seen
Swag
the
Goose say?
pivot. I seen everybody. The consensus
What
is
Swag Goose say?
Stephen A. Smith is the biggest reporter, black or white, out there, period, point blank, when it comes to sports basketball.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
His voice carries a lot of weight.
Mm-hmm.
LeBron is in his feelings about one particular thing and one thing only. Stephen A. go at LeBron all the time about he's not the
Mm-hmm.
GOAT, Michael Jordan the GOAT, blah, 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 this, blah, 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 that.
Mm-hmm.
He's sensitive to the fact that Stephen A. Smith say he's not the GOAT. You know, it's always gonna be Michael Jordan, this, that, and the other.
No.
And
No.
they said basically, then what made me really know that it wasn't about Bronny, a couple games later, Boston played LA Saturday night. Go back and look at it, they got the audio. LeBron was embracing Richard Jefferson. He was saying to Richard Jefferson and the mic was too close. It ain't had nothing to do with my son. It had everything to do with LeBron James. Put some respect on his name. Basically, he's doing
I'm
the
gonna have to
bird
see that.
thing.
I'm gonna see that. I'm gonna have to go look and see that up on YouTube or wherever it's at. I ain't seen that, but if you
Because
said
at the
that's
end
what
of
you
the
said,
day, I'm trying to figure out this. You won't. So if you telling me this is what LeBron saying, don't talk about my son. He ain't never said nothing negative about his son. Never have. He's saying his son just don't belong in the NBA. And they saying he putting up all these points in the G League. That's fine, well, good, and dandy. I don't think nobody right here sitting in their right mind has a problem with Bronny James. Nobody.
I don't know.
It's about A, how he got to the league. B, he ain't NBA ready. And so what Stephen A. Smith saying about that is true. But at the
I
same
mean,
token,
that's why he in the G League. That's why he in the NBA ready. He's in the G League.
okay,
Anybody
well,
that's in the
okay,
NBA
so
ready in the G
now,
League.
so what did he say about his son to make him mad? He be saying the stats. His son average 0.3 points. Are you mad? He's giving you the stats in the NBA. Is he mad about
What
that?
he averaging what? Not in no G
Zero.
League.
No.
Oh
In
yeah.
the NBA. In the NBA.
He ain't really did. He ain't really did nothing in the NBA. That's why he in the G League. That's why
But
he's
I'm
still
saying
developing.
he was just saying Stephen A. always throwing off the stats, and LeBron has to take a lot of accountability to this. When LeBron before the pre-draft workout, when Bronny was coming out, he said my son is better than 50% of the league right now. That's what he said himself. This is what he said. Nobody said this but LeBron. Then you turn around and say this. Then your son didn't get drafted in the first round if he was 50% better than the NBA. He didn't get drafted in the first round. Then you manipulated the whole draft to get him drafted to your team, which one nobody gonna take him anyway. Then you get mad this man here doing his job and talking about he supposed to talk about anybody in the NBA. Your son is a part of the NBA, young. And I seen Ryan
True.
Clark Ryan Clark today said his son said, "Daddy, if you came to my A like that, I wouldn't be. You'll make me less of a man." But we heard Bronny say nothing. It's like his daddy is standing on top of him when you say, "Give me my cookies," and your daddy come outside. That's exactly how it look. You better leave my son alone. He
I
he
don't
he
know, man.
ain't
Like I said,
he didn't come to Bronny. He didn't. Ain't nobody come to Bronny
everybody
like
got
this.
their opinion about it. Everybody got their own opinion about it. Everybody, saying that they don't like how he did it, the way he did it, brought him into the league, this and that. Yeah, okay, cool, whatever, man. I mean, it is what it is. Like I said, any parent, like I said, it's always parent first. I don't care what you say about the league and all this and that. Any parent that's in the situation that can help their family member or help their son get to a certain level, they're going to do it. So miss me with all that other stuff like y'all talking about. Hey, he did it. If you was in that position, you do the same thing.
That
If
ain't
any
got
of
nothing to
them,
do with it.
I ain't want to have that, man. It,
So
like
you,
all
but
them
you
other
hold
people
up.
that no. Let me finish what I'm saying. Like all the other people, when they got these multi-billion-dollar companies. What they doing? They're they're keeping it in the family. So it's the same concept, man. So miss me with all that. Bron James doing it. Hey, he doing what he's supposed to do as a dad. You
So
know what
let
I'm
me ask you
saying?
this. Let me ask you this. You
Yeah.
have a son. You got a son. You got a son, right?
Yep.
You got a son. If your son was
Yeah.
in the same business you was in, whatever business it is, your
Mm-hmm.
son is not. You can't criticize your son. You'll get mad and take up for your son, even though your son is in a grown man league now. You would do the same. You would come to the aid of your son. If somebody just saying words
What
about
you
him,
mean? I
saying
can't.
they're not
What
talking
what
bad about him.
What you mean? If somebody criticize you, say I criticize somebody else.
Yeah, somebody. Okay, that's what Stephen A. Smith is criticizing son about his play in the NBA. That's all he's doing. He's doing his
Yeah,
job. But I'm saying
that's
so.
all well and good.
So
Yeah,
hypothetically,
that's
I'm
all
asking
well
you a
and good.
question. You have a son. You have a son. I
Uh
don't.
huh.
You have a son. So
Mm-hmm.
somebody criticize your son for doing whatever. If y'all was
Mm-hmm.
the best bean picking in the world and the worst bean picking in the
Yeah.
world, would you be mad if somebody criticized your son because he ain't doing it right?
No, if you're getting constructive criticism, why would you get mad about that?
And that's what Stephen A. Smith is doing.
But I'm saying I don't think he said that. It was certain personal. I keep telling you that. It's
How? What did he
personal.
say? What did he
He
say?
obviously said something. Like I said, Stephen A. I don't know what he said, but Stephen A. said he said something too. I'm just telling
Stephen
you
A.
what Stephen A.
He didn't
said.
say anything.
He did. He said it himself.
Okay. All right.
He said, "Yeah,
Tomato, tomato.
I should have said such and such." I can't tell you what he go.
Yeah.
After we get off this right here, I'm gonna go look it up and see exactly what he said. Then we're gonna have another podcast on that, okay? But like I said, he said it himself. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have said something. He said, and you know what he did say? He said, "I know what I said." When he first did his little I think it was on the Stephen A. Smith podcast when he said that. He said, "Yeah, I know what I said. I know it got back to LeBron." So he admitted that he said something that wasn't in the context of basketball. It was a little bit on a personal side.
What could it be? I
So
still ain't said what he said.
hey, Stephen A. ain't said it. He said, "Hey, that's between me and him." I'm just telling you what he said. Stephen A. said he said something that wasn't on the basketball. That wasn't in the basketball context. It was a
You
little
know
more
what? And
personal.
you the first one saying it because I done seen a lot of podcasts. I ain't heard nobody say anything that Stephen A. Smith said anything wrong.
I'm gonna go pull up Stephen A. Smith podcast
Go
and I'm gonna
pull
send
it
you the
up.
piece.
Pull it up. Pull it up.
It was like in the first 30 seconds or something like that.
Because he came on
So
first. When he came on first take, he said that LeBron came to him as a dad, not as a
yeah,
basketball
as a
player.
dad.
So he
Mm-hmm.
said that's why he didn't say anything to it. He let LeBron get all his words out. He said, because you know what? As a parent, I'm a
Mm-hmm.
parent too. But he said at the end of the day, it wasn't about Bronny. It wasn't about Bronny at all. It's about him. So at the end of the day, like I said, it's about the GOAT. It's about the GOAT who wants to
Nah,
be the GOAT and
I
all
don't
about
think
that.
that's what it is. I don't think that's what it is.
All right.
I don't, but like I said, it is. I'm gonna look it up and find out and see what it is, and we can go from there. Like I said, I could be right, I could be wrong, I could be right. I ain't trying to be right or whatever. Like I said, it is what it is. But like I said, if it was something personal, then yeah, I understand wholeheartedly why LeBron did what he
I think
did.
anybody
But
would. I think anybody
yeah,
would. But I think 1,000% it wasn't nothing personal. He couldn't say nothing personal about that kid. That kid ain't got nothing to talk about. He has nothing to talk about personal. What can you say personally about LeBron James besides he suck in the NBA? That's about the only thing you can say. He suck.
all right. Let me ask you this right here. Let me ask you this right here. What about when Stephen A. Smith was saying all that stuff about what's my man name from the that was the first round pick for Michael Jordan?
Kwame Brown.
Yeah.
He was
Stephen
doing
A.
it.
Smith was actually going. No. Stephen A. Smith was going to college campuses and was dogging that dude out. Dogging Kwame Brown. I mean, he was making it personal.
But let me
He
ask you
really
this.
was making it personal.
But let me ask you this. Did he
No,
say anything off of the court? We were
I,
talking about the NBA. He was talking about on the
true.
court.
Yeah, but no,
So
he
hold
was
on.
saying
So
stuff on the court, but.
this is what I'm hearing from you now. This is what I'm hearing. If you a
Mm-hmm.
bad player, you got all this social media stuff. What you be saying, all this social media stuff. If
Yeah.
you're a bad player, and they're doing their jobs and critiquing you, you get so
Mm-hmm.
sensitive. They sit there saying you suck.
Mm-mm. Kwame Brown even said himself. He said if he would have kept, he kept it back. He said that's what his job. That's what he was supposed to do. Basketball, he's not understand. But Stephen A. Smith was making that joke personal, and that's when
About
everybody
what?
started getting on Stephen A. Smith about that. Remember, that's when Kwame Brown had that. Everybody like, man, Kwame Brown really going at Stephen A. Smith.
Yeah, but
Remember,
he was saying
but because Stephen A. Smith was doing a lot of stuff that was personal. He was going on these college campus tours
you keep
and
saying
stuff.
personal. Personal meaning what he's saying. You suck at basketball. Is that personal?
No, it was something else. You got to go look, and everybody
He's
was
not
admitting
talking
to say,
about
"Yo,
nobody's
man."
families. He's not talking about his family. He's not talking about nobody. He's keeping
No,
it from
but
the court.
I ain't saying that. I'm saying he wasn't keeping it basketball. He was making it personal.
Okay,
That
well, I need you to.
why would you go to a college campus and talk about a 19-year-old boy? They got videotape of it too. He was going on
College
tour like
campus.
he was at the
But
HBCUs and
Kwame
stuff.
Brown didn't go to college though.
No, Stephen A. Smith was going to these college campuses. This is when, you know what I'm saying, and he was talking about Kwame Brown. It's on
I
YouTube, man. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna send you the information, and you like, dang, bro. Why he doing my man like? That's why everybody started getting on Kwame's side. Remember, they're like, man, yeah, Stephen A. Smith was really going in on this cat
I
outside of the
gotta.
basketball realm. Stephen A. can
Well,
get personal when he wants to now,
I look at it like this: the
and
man
so
doing
that's
his
how
job.
that's you know what, and they said that's how Stephen A. built his career on Kwame Brown. He kept, and anytime he had a chance to bash Kwame Brown, he would boom, stacking up. And that's why a lot of those people was getting on Stephen A. Smith. Once all them YouTube videos start coming back and forth, and people start actually diving into it, looking into it, they're like, but damn, man, Stephen A. had. That's why a lot of people were getting on. And then that's why Stephen A. ended up trying to make that apology to Kwame Brown, remember? Yeah, him, and the what, open smoke and all them dudes, when Kwame Brown was getting up on them boys, Captain Jack and all them boys, they were talking all that smack.
He was
Yeah,
talking to Gilbert Arenas. He was talking to Gilbert Arenas.
and Stephen A. Smith, yeah, and Captain Jack and the open smoke podcast. He was talking about both of them because they were getting real disrespectful too. So he said, hey,
Well,
okay, that's
I mean,
why
like I say, I
we'll talk
understand.
more
I
about this.
understand. Me
Yeah,
personally, I'm not going to talk about you outside of what I see on TV. I don't know
and that's
anything
what he
about
was
your
doing.
personal life. I don't know anything about it. But if he's saying Kwame Brown wasn't that good of a player on the court, he's not lying. But Kwame just wasn't
True.
ready.
Yeah, true. But he was making it personal, man. Trust me. It was more than beyond than
Yeah,
the
I'm gonna need
actual
you to give me some receipts.
professional.
I'm gonna need you to bring us some receipts and give it to me.
Yeah, I'm about to pull the receipts up. I'm gonna sing some today. I'm gonna sing some tonight.
I want to do some research and
I'll
look
sing
at
you some
this.
tonight.
So, but like I say, man, I know we talking long with about sports right now. Um, I
Even
didn't even
look,
know.
Mike. Hey, go YouTube tonight, cause even Kenya Martin came out after Stephen A. Smith about all the
Well,
slander. Like
but he was on their show today, wasn't he?
who?
He was on Gilbert Arenas show today, I think.
Kenya Martin?
No, Stephen A was on their podcast
Oh, he
today, I
was.
think.
I ain't get a chance to see. I ain't get a chance
Yeah,
to
I
see
got
it
to go
today.
look at it because he said I can't wait to get on Gilbert Arenas and Kenya Martin and all those guys who on
Okay.
their podcast. So I haven't
Okay.
looked at it yet, but I want to
I'm
see
gonna go
what
look at it.
happened there.
I'm gonna look at it after we get up off this right here. But
Yeah,
like
so
I
I
said,
want to
man,
see
like I
some.
said, go ahead. My bad. Go
No,
ahead,
go
bro.
ahead. You go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was saying I was gonna do some more research on it. I'm gonna sing this stuff tonight when I get something about the Kwame Brown and something about the Brown and James stuff.
But like I said, at the end of the day, people gonna have their own take on it. But I don't really I don't
Yeah,
have a dog in the fight because I don't think
true.
Stephen A. Personally, I don't think he went at him. It's just like the Michael Jordan, LeBron James thing. If you
Mm-hmm.
anti Jordan, if you love Jordan, then you're gonna go and
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna whatever Stephen A. Smith, you're gonna follow it.
Yeah.
If you love
Yeah.
LeBron James, you're gonna this is how the world is now. They have split it
Yeah.
down the middle to the point where either you anti and Michael Jordan ain't got nothing to do with this conversation, but it's all about Mike and LeBron. Mike, and what's so funny about this? Mike is sitting back somewhere in Belize
Mm-hmm.
or on his boat somewhere. He ain't thinking about this stuff, but people are still bringing up Mike and LeBron. He's always gonna be compared to Michael Jordan. And I saw somebody today. I don't know who I saw today. I saw Mace. Mace on his podcast. Mace,
Mm-hmm.
Cameron and Mace.
Yeah.
Mace said he ain't better than Mike or Kobe or Steph Curry for that matter. He said that's his opinion. He said because how can I respect you when you go get championship team, when you go run to these teams and build a team? He like me. They said the same thing I've been saying. Mike stood ground in Chicago. Kobe
That's what
stood
make
ground in Lakers. Golden State.
and with Cameron and Macy, that's stuff that y'all be leaving out stuff, man. That's stuff I be hating, bro. That's stuff that Mike Jordan them couldn't go to them teams like that back in the days, man. They couldn't be getting traded like that.
What about
When the
Kobe? What
NBA,
about
hold on. When the NBA and the players union got in and renegotiated that deal, that's when players could get traded. You don't think Michael Jordan want to get on that team and stop losing and getting tired of losing to the Pistons?
nope,
Man,
nope,
yeah, he did
nope.
that. Even Kobe wanted to go to another team.
Did he? Did he though? Did
Oh,
he?
he was gone. He was
Listen,
gone.
I asked you,
Oh,
did
he
he
was
go?
on. His bag was
Did
packed. He was
like
gone.
Steph Curry? Has
I don't
Steph
want to
Curry
hear that,
left?
man. Nobody likes
Has,
losing, bro. Nobody likes losing, man. Mike
but
Jordan had
get
a
what?
chance to go to another team, he would have went. I don't want to hear that, man.
Nah.
The collective
You
bargaining
saying that.
agreement was
That's
an
you
end
saying
from
that.
that time, so they couldn't go nowhere. That's what it
For
was.
Jordan era, maybe,
They
yeah.
couldn't go
Jordan,
nowhere.
not Kobe and Curry. Not
Yeah,
Kobe and Curry. They could have left. And they didn't.
Kobe.
They didn't.
Yeah, he would want to go. Kobe already told me, hey, man, trade me, man. Trade me. He already said it. It came from his own mouth, so you
Here
can't say
you
he
go
didn't say it.
again. Here you go again. I never seen
It
that
came
before.
from
Here you
his
go
own
again.
mouth. Kobe
Here you
wanted
go
to
again.
leave L.A.
What about Steph
Kobe
Curry?
wanted to
What
leave
about Steph
L.A.
Curry?
Huh? Steph Curry what?
Steph
Steph
ain't
Curry
never
had a
left.
foot. He had a foot to stand on. He was already hurt the first couple of years. The ankle was all bad. Where he going? Where he going? Where
All
he
I know, out
going?
of all the superstars that you
Where he was
naming,
going, man? He
out
couldn't
of
even.
all the superstars
He
you
didn't have
naming,
no room to even try to. He ain't had no room to even try to make actual trade with his
out of
broke
all the
ankle.
superstars you naming, out of all the superstars you naming, did nobody run like LeBron? LeBron
Yeah,
ran
ain't
from team
nobody
to
no.
team.
No. Steph Curry didn't have a foot to stand on, so that's why he couldn't run. That's why he stayed in Golden State.
But you
I'm
missing my
pretty sure if
point.
he
He
was healthy,
still
he
got
probably
four
went to.
rings. He still got four
No,
rings with the same team
you
that
missing my
drafted him.
point. If they had an opportunity to do it, they would do it. Everybody can say if and can. If Michael Jordan had the opportunity to go to different teams they want to go, you don't think he would have went go try to be with the LA Lakers them? You don't think
They
he would
said
try to go
that.
be a man them and
Magic
want to win?
Johnson said
Yes,
that.
he would
Magic
have.
Johnson.
Yes, he would have. Yes, he
I'm gonna
would
send you
have.
some stuff tonight. I'm gonna let you do some research. I'm gonna send you what Magic
Yes, he
Johnson
would
said
have,
about
man.
that.
You think he
I'm gonna
got
send you
tired?
some stuff
He
tonight.
got tired of getting beat. He got tired of getting beat in Chicago, man. He got
Okay.
tired of that, man.
Okay.
He got tired of that.
I'm gonna send you some receipts tonight.
If he had a chance to go to LA, Michael Jordan would have went.
I'm
Miss
gonna
me
send
with
you some
that, man.
receipts tonight.
As
I'm gonna send you
competitive
some.
as Michael Jordan is, he would have went. You don't think he got tired of scoring 63 on Bird and still losing? Come on, man.
So
Get out of here
you
with
need to
that.
ask people. You need to ask the people YouTube that question tomorrow. If Michael Jordan had the chance to leave
Yeah,
before he
he
started
would
winning
have left.
championship, would he have left? Would he have left? No.
Yeah. If they had
Mike
the
got dog
NBA
in him.
collective bargaining agreement in, yes, he would have went.
Mike got dog in
All
him.
his
Mike. Nope.
predecessors. And you know how I know? You know how I know? And you know how I know they would have went? Because you got all them hypocrites in there talking about what they wouldn't have done. Charles Barkley was running to go get a championship somewhere. Uh, yes, he was. My man, Carl Malone, mailman, running to LA to try to get a championship. Gary Payton, running to LA to try to get a championship. Yes, it was. Why didn't they say they were running? They want that championship. Tired of losing.
But
And then,
and who that
they was no. They was in Mike Jordan era, and they was tired of losing. Charles Barkley definitely was tired of losing. He won that championship. Tired of losing, and he ran. So you been telling me if Mike had the opportunity to run, yes, he would have. He'd have been, hey man, he'd have been running faster than my man didn't get out. Let's let me get out. Y'all don't want to believe it. A person that's that competitive and he tired of losing, yeah, he running, man. The first chance he get, he on it. Hey, man, he on that midnight train to Georgia. Jordan would have win. Collective bargaining agreement wasn't negotiated back then. That's why they couldn't go nowhere. So they had to see out their whole contract. So miss
All
me with
right,
all that, man.
all right.
Miss me with all that. Everybody saying because he run. Yeah, he had opportunity to
And,
run. He
and,
could.
and
I'll
this
run
is
too.
and you see how I'm letting you rant, but this is how people that love LeBron. This is how they rant. This is how they rant.
No,
Cause they take up for
no, I
LeBron. They
ain't,
take
it
up
ain't
for
about it
LeBron.
ain't about love. It ain't about LeBron. You know yourself. I told you Jordan is my goat, so don't even ask
I
me.
can't tell. I can't tell.
How you
I
mean you
can't
can't tell?
tell. I can't
Because you're
tell.
not you know what, you biased, man. You know what I'm saying? You want to say Jordan LeBron is not great at all. You want to give him his props, bro. If
He's
another
good.
man, hey, if another
He
no, oh,
good.
he good. See,
He
you
is.
getting a backhanded compliment. You getting a backhanded compliment. A good,
If I say he's
you know who
okay,
good? I'm gonna tell you who good. I'm gonna tell you who good. Sean Kemp was good. Uh, um, Ron Harper was good. Chauncey Billups was good. You know what I'm saying? Hey, and so you been telling me he ain't better than none of them players?
uh,
Okay.
no, he better
Hey,
than
man.
them. He
Hey,
better. He better.
see, you
He
can't,
better than
you can't,
them.
you can't be honest with yourself. So how you gonna be
No,
honest on a
he's better
podcast?
than them. He's better than them. But
So, but he's
is
still
he
good
better?
though.
Is he better than Kobe, Mike,
He
Magic,
right up there on the same
Kareem,
level. He right
Bird?
there on the same level.
No,
He playing in the
nah,
same atmosphere. He playing in the
nah,
same atmosphere. Miss me with all that, man. He playing
nah,
right up there with him.
nah,
He playing right up there with him. But like I said,
nah.
man, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, man. We could go all night about this, man, but make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Make sure y'all, get us in your algorithm, man. Just share it with everybody, man. Put yourself in the comments, man. Hey, get
Yeah.
my boy. Hey, tell my boy to get a reality check, man. You know what I'm saying? YouTube,
See these?
we appreciate y'all. My Speaking Podcast, we appreciate y'all, man. Anything else, man? Hey, ball head slick. Go ahead, man. Gangster, that's what you got, Guru.
See these eyes? These eyes don't lie.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah, they definitely lying. Peace
Yeah.
out, man.